G'day you beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over the version 42, the new Dawn blog post that dropped last night. I had to get up super early and look after my niece today, so I didn't have a chance to do it last night, but I am going to go over it now. And I'm pretty much looking at it all for the first time, so we're going to do this together. You probably know more than me, but I'm going to give you my opinions on everything that I see. Okay, so new way to build, new Dawn brings an entirely new way to build your hero, devastate your enemies with 100 brand new cards, explore the new gem system to augment your hero stats, and unlock unique effects. Level up your hero from anywhere on the battlefield with an unlimited variety of power. How will you use it? So we will be going over the all the new cards in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to do a overview of all the cards and my opinions on how good they are and what they should be used for. Obviously my internet is awesome because this will not keep going. There will be a couple of examples of cards here obviously, but we'll go over that in the next couple of days. So universal dex affinities are now tied to decks, not heroes, so you can use the same deck with any hero. I like this. I have 40 decks now, so now instead of having 1 to 2 decks per player, per character, I'll be able to have sort of, you know, like 5 decks for each type of role that I intend to have. Unlock more abilities. Level up your agility, vitality, and intellect to activate gems. No doubt you've all seen some of the version 42 gameplay. Unfortunately, I'm not lucky enough to be one of the people given access to version 42, which sucks, but we're going to continue on anyway, not worry about it, not get salty. So we have these gems that you can choose 6 and slot them onto your build, and then when you're leveling up your agility, your vitality, and your what's the other one? Intellect, you will gain access to these gems. So the one that they showcase for agility is multi-shot, which I think some of you might have actually seen this in action. There's been some footage of Murdoch using this on raptors, and it just looks intense when the agility is actually ramped up on the character itself. So that actually looks pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for that. That's pretty mad. Awesome thing to have in a team fight. Ferocity for vitality, gain up to 42 attack speed based on your missing health. So yeah, just the less health you have, the more. Look at that. That is retarded. Oh my god, that is so retarded. Spell shields, so we've already got this in the game at the moment. PvE power up, I like the way these cards go. I love having the foil cards in it. I am a fan of things like Pokemon TCG, Magic the Gathering and stuff, so I like the addition of foil cards. It's pretty cool. Iggy Scorch rework, anyone that has been with me for a while knows that I love Iggy, and this is probably the one thing that I'm most excited about, getting to play Iggy. I'll leave a link to this and any videos like the Iggy Scorch video in the description down below. You've probably already seen them though. So we'll skip over that because we already know about Iggy. He does look amazing though. We've got the Mastery rework. More rewards, more levels, more masteries. We've reworked the Mastery system and raised the 10 rank cap to 99 for each hero. A rank is made up of 10 levels. With each level being just a few games away, so you have 99 ranks and 10 levels within each rank, so that's pretty huge. So I'm not I love the way that they're making it easier to rank up, so it's going to be quicker to actually receive rewards as you go through the game. I'm not really a huge fan of these crowns. I've seen them in game and then, yeah, I'm sorry, but they're not that cool. So we'll move on. Like that's kind of lame in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure it's going to look good on a few characters. It kind of looks good on Iggy, but I don't know. So we're all going to be attacking quicker when the game comes out. I'm not sure how I feel about this either, because they're reducing power, so early game time to kills are going to be a lot longer. But technically all they're really doing, in my opinion, is taking someone that hits sort of hard, really slow, and making them hit really fast and making it weaker. So we're just going to be throwing potatoes around. So that just seems weird. Balance rebuilt. The entire gameplay balance is being rebuilt from the ground up. This means that every hero, end tower, minion, etc. has new baseline stat attributes, and old numbers are no longer comparable. So we're going to have to be revisiting all those hero builds and guides. I will be going over all the heroes when version 42 drops. I think we might actually, I have stopped the A to Z series on my my channel, and the reason for it is that I've had such a break off the game that I need to get used to the game again. So I'm trying to play heroes that I know, so that I can just nail the gameplay mechanics and get my vision and awareness up and stuff like that. And we'll go back through and make the A to Z in hero guides. So we have crunches. Stats here, so everything looks pretty different here. I don't remember off the top of my head what his actual base stats are, but it looks like he's got more health per level, more health regen, more mana per level. Pretty much everything looks better here. I'm loving these sort of numbers that are a bit different, the armor values and stuff. Hopefully that makes the game a little bit more interesting. So we can go and look at all the new heroes. We'll do that in a moment. Rampage returns. He's gotten a bit of a buff, and I actually really like it. We'll talk about that in a minute. The Grux box banner event. This was a for anyone that missed it. There was a bit of a bug that happened for a little while where Grux was a box, so they removed him until they fixed it. But they've decided to make banners as the Grux box, which is pretty cool. I like that. We're going to be having a 33% off sale on skins, banners and emotes, which is going to end on the 8th. So make sure you get in there and get that stuff. The Grux Box banner is an event, so you just need to play 10 total matches across PvP, I think. It doesn't actually say. I think it was PvP. Does it say up here whether you need to do PvP? Co-op and solo work. Alright, cool. To get yourself that banner, we've got just some bug fixes for Aurora, bug fixes for Grux's Magma skin, the awesome Iggy skin that is coming out, Kalari's bug fix for her cape, Shadow Walk. The cooldown now begins as she enters the Shadow Plane. Instead of exiting the shadow plane, instead of entering. So before it used to be that you would enter the shadow plane, the cooldown timer would start and you could pretty much go invis the moment that it ended. So they've changed that. They've fixed the bug with Kwong's falling animation, and they've removed the ability damage proccing the lifesteal on his Gift of the Heavens. For anyone that didn't know, that Kwong's Gift of the Heavens actually gave everyone lifesteal on abilities as well. Well, that's gone now. Moragish's Hive now no longer slows the targets that are not marked when she uses Hive. Narvash is actually getting a buff as well. We'll have to have a look and see if we can find that. Rampage's buff, which we'll go over. We'll just talk about it now, actually. So his passive now, his passive gives you a percentage of his maximum health every second while in the jungle. And it has an activatable where his basic attacks gain increased damage based on his current health for a short duration, and Enraged now multiplies by 4 times the King of the Jungle passive and activates outside of the jungle. Revenant now deals percentage bonus damage instead of additional ability damage on his Hellfire rounds. I actually like this change to Rector, the Shocking Punch. So now it's not a matter of activating and then having to whip someone, I believe. It's just going to be a punch, which is pretty cool. Because I always thought that was kind of annoying that you had to activate it, wait, and then actually hit someone. Serap's Heresy now deals percentage bonus damage instead of ability damage, extra ability damage. Severok now exits Shadow Plane after using Phantom Rush. Just some bug fixes for Twin Blast Summer Fun. Everyone should be happy about this. Wukong's clones now deal 75% reduced damage to structures. So we have the economy changes, which pretty much everyone should be up on by now, but gold replaces card CXP as the primary in-game currency. Players now earn gold instead of card XP, completely rebalanced in-game economy for hero kills, minion bounties, passive gold drip, amber link, kill streaks, death streaks, and much more. So the new formula is base hero bounty plus total gold spent by hero times net worth bonus. So the base hero bounty would be 455 and the net worth bonus is 0.01 gold. So that is how you work out what you'll be getting from the bounty. Okay, so the gold sharing is now being reduced from 60% for 40%, so that's a little bit tough for the supports that are just sitting there feeding off their carries, but there are some good cards in there that we'll go over in the next few days that are going to help supports actually get themselves some gold. Hero leveling, maximum hero level has been increased to 20. Heroes still receive 1 ability point per level until level 15 though. Attack speed has obviously been increased. The minimum attack speed is 0.33 attacks per second. Well, that's a bit different. And the maximum attack speed is 4 attacks per second. Wow. Okay. So it used to we used to actually think that the maximum attack speed was 0.4 seconds, which would be 2.5 attacks per second, so that's a drastic increase there. Critical strikes, as we know, heroes no longer have innate critical strike chance or critical strike damage. Each instance of critical strike procs independently, and multiple crit strikes can trigger on the same hit. So this is working off of cards now. The cards come with, say, 20% crit chance, so you can't just keep stacking it up to the amount that you want. Respawn timers, from what I believe, these have actually been increased to respawn times in seconds, so it's 7 plus hero level times 2 times 1 plus match time minutes. Okay, so I've seen these being absolutely mental. The time is capped at 80 seconds. Okay, so that's not too bad. It's 1 minute and 20 seconds. The armor formula has been adjusted. This is something I've been waiting for. Armor can reach a negative value. If your armor reaches a negative value, you will be dealt additional damage from that damage type. Ooh, okay, so they can reduce your armor under 0. The damage dealt against the target with negative armor is calculated as damage dealt equals damage times 1 plus 1 minus 0.99 armor. Okay, so it's not going to be too drastic, but it is going to be something that you're going to want to watch out for. Mana regen formula has been reworked as well, which is good. I feel like it actually works out a lot better. So Gadget has 2.14 base mana regen and a card which grants plus 50% regeneration and plus 2 additional mana regeneration. So numbers. Okay, so she ends up at 5.21. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more mana regen on your casters now, especially if you're speccing into intellect, because you're going to be getting base mana and mana regen increases. I like the fact that a lot of them seem more, they seem like more respectable numbers. Like certain cards are giving you, say, 2 mana regen instead of like a 0.3 or a 0.6. Which seems really good. Real buff, decrease the black buff damage from 100 to 60%, decrease red buff damage from 25% to 10%. That's okay. Black buff was pretty strong, but I don't think it really needed it. But then again, I haven't played 42. Reduce call for help duration. Call for help to find when an allied player attacks an enemy player with enemy minions nearby. So all this means is that when you attack someone near minions, the amount of time at which the minions will aggro you will be shorter. Prime Helix, they have removed all Prime cards, obviously. Prime will always give the same buff to all players now. Reduced all Prime damage bonus buff from 20% to 10%. So you'll be getting 10% extra damage, and you'll be getting 12% health. That would be your regen. Lifesteal, you can no longer lifesteal off of Prime buff, which is cool. That means that it's actually going to have to be a team fight situation, because you're going to need people tanking. No more having Wukong sort of get in there and take it in 5 seconds, which is good. Super minion waves, all minions in the super minion wave now deal 40% more damage and have 25% more health. Auras increase default aura radius from 1000 to 1500, that is good. Auras are things like Circlet of Health, Circlet of Mana, things like that. Attributes renamed basic armor to basic defense, ability defense, blah blah blah. And we have the new itemization system. So when you're say slotting into agility because you're a carry, agility will give you extra attack speed and basic defense. When you first slot into agility, you'll be given 2.25% lifesteal, and then as you get to 7, 13, 19, 25 points spent into, well, not points, each one of these slots is going to cost you 1,000 gold, I believe, so this will be 25,000 gold spent into agility. You'll, instead of just getting these, you'll get these bonuses every time you level up, but at level 7 you'll get an additional 5 power, at level 13 you'll get 12 base defense on top of what you get each time you level them up. And then Vitality increases your max health and health regen, but you'll also get an extra bit of health regen at the start, some power, ability armor, attack speed, base damage. Intellect gives you mana and mana regen. You'll also get max mana, ability damage, mana regen. 40% is really good. An extra 6 power and 15% cooldown reduction. So casters are really going to want to get to this slot 25, which is good because you're not going to be speccing in so much into other things. There are good chances that going 25 points into intellect is going to mean that you're limited as to what cards you can actually use, so that is a good thing. Okay, so there's just some stuff on bug fixing and sound effects and whatnot. Raptors will no longer miss their target if they're at maximum range. Increase the duration of tier 1 towers bonus armor from 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so if you didn't know that, until 5 minutes in you would do less damage to a tier 1 tower. So now it's going to be 7 minutes, so it's going to make it easier for people to hold. They've updated the PS4 control layouts again. I'm not sure why, because this has never really been an issue. I don't understand why they keep doing this. They've updated the tutorial, but I'm still guessing that the everything's going to be for Muppets, because they don't really tell you anything, and it doesn't look like they've actually improved that at all. AI, they can improve that all they want, but it's still going to be pretty Muppety. Okay, so we've got a draft screen update. Heroes now display their mastery rank in the draft lobby for all to see. Added an option to hide your mastery crown in customization. Removed available decks. That's good, I would like to get that off, I think. We'll use them a couple of times and see how they go. Redesigned scoreboard, redesigned card shop, added a new quick buy screen, which is where you can purchase attributes like agility and vitality. Some menu fixes, loot crate updates and whatnot. So I'm bored with all of that talking. So what I want to quickly do is scroll up here and go and have a look at all the new hero pages. So Screwzinks, there is one person that I really want to look at, and that is Narbash. You will notice that my shit takes a long time to load because I have really crap internet. Okay, so he's getting more health as a base, that is good. I think that's more, I'm pretty sure that's more. Decent amount of health regen and health regen per point. He's looking okay. These look like decent stats. One thing is, and look at this, look how long it's taking to load my job. So some of my people, so now grants 24, 36, 48 and 60 health regen with a cost of 12, 18, 24 and 30. That is the change that he needed. He really needed that. That actually looks like that's a damage increase. I may be wrong. Thunk, please don't mess with Thunk. Does a good amount of damage, good stun time. I'm just really happy that they fixed some of my people and made it a bit stronger, because it means that he can do well against a phase and he's not just, you know, a useless hero. Okay, so I think what we might actually do is just leave it there for now. That's a lot of information. I think you've probably all seen it already, but I just thought I would dribble about it for a little bit. I will start going over the cards over the next few days, hopefully have that finished before the patch actually hits. And I think we have a probably having a hero reveal tonight or tomorrow night, so I may be getting that out as well. But that's it for now, guys. That's just my opinions on the game. I'd love to hear your opinions. Leave them down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video in any way, shape, or form, smash the like button and subscribe if you're not already. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I love your face, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.